Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Robot Wars Archives. My name's Austin. I hope you are all doing well today. We're going to get started with Super Robot Wars W real short but I got to do a couple things first. First, I need to post my time off because I keep forgetting to do that, and people are going to want to know. That's the 20th through the 24th. But something is up with my OBS and I can't cast W for some reason. Going to be off for I'm going to be off from November. I forgot what date I said. The 20th to the 24th. 20th to the 24th. I will leave you with a few things so that you don't miss me too badly. XOXO. No. Returning to normal stream schedule as of Thursday the 27th. Is that Thanksgiving? Of Thursday the 27th. If it is, I mean, my time gone will probably also include Thanksgiving, so that's probably just true. If you want an excuse to not have to deal with your family, I'm pretty sure that's Thanksgiving? It's got to be Thanksgiving, right? My entire concept of the end of the year calendar is thrown off because of when this is happening. When this convention's happening. It's normally the first week of December. Or the first weekend of December, okay. Howdy all, I am going to be off from November 20th to the 24th. I will leave you with a few things so that you don't miss me too badly. So that you don't, yeah, okay. Returning to normal streaming schedule as of Thursday the 27th. Great. Done. All right, so now here's the problem. If I close this, you'll be able to see what we're working with. But this is why I have it done the way that I do, because for whatever reason, the emulator does not like this. But if I turn the main monitor off, despite the fact that it's full screened, good golly, does OBS not want to pick it up, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I was recommended to not have a ton of visual captures open. That is also what's maybe messing with OBS sometimes. But maybe what we're gonna have to do is also, I don't want display capture, that's incorrect. What we might have to do is just make one for W and keep all the other ones onto game full screen capture. Window capture. My favorite game, my favorite streamer. Your favorite game is a black screen. I'm so glad you're here, though. Thank you so much for the compliment. I'm still turning that over my head when you said that, on Monday? It's baffling to me. There we go. Your favorite black screen? Perfect. I'm glad I can provide the high quality content that you're looking for. Okay. So we at least have W now. The reason I don't want to use the other one, the main screen one, because I don't want to I don't want to modify it, but at least I can transform this one independently. I don't know what the settings were, but we want to knock out the bottom. I think it was 170. Yeah, that's good. And then the top is, I think, 180. It is not symmetrical. That's 18,000. There we go. Okay, let's see what that looks like on stream and see if where I have this positioned on my OBS is the same. Okay, that's up too much. I think I'd rather have the, get this somewhere in the middle. Hey, OBS, it'd be cool if you could, let me do this symmetrically. Why do you keep jumping back and forth between increments of 2? Approximately there is, I think, probably where we're gonna get it. Okay, if there's like slight edges that are off, and that is particularly tilting, let me know and I will adjust that. But I think that's probably good. Oh, would you like a zoom in on this man's face? Okay, that's an interesting problem. That's just gonna happen because I don't have it in full screen right now. Uh, I need to reset it because we are in the like new game setting, and that's not correct. Okay, we should be good now. Capturing DS things is always finicky. Don't worry. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm frustrated because I like it was right the first time, and I don't know why it was this time. Speaking of finicky, my controller doesn't want to connect. Well, you didn't come here for not scuff. Also, we already again 3-way from 50, halfway to. I know it's like baffling to me. I woke up. I think it was I think it was yesterday when I was getting some more alpha done. And gosh golly, we just keep going. You said 100 now, so it's probably gonna happen. Every time you call a number, it gets real close. I can't ask you to, because then that's like intentionally wielding the good fortune that's being bestowed on me. Gotta let it happen. Okay, hold on. I guess let's just close this entirely. I know a couple of times if you were using an emulator, you need to have like the emulator needs to be fully closed, see whatever your gamepad is if you are using one fully attached before you can start it. Otherwise, even if you like reset or reestablish like gamepad buttons in the middle of like while the emulator's open, it will not work. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, sick. We will will it into existence. Boy, howdy will we. I believe it. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll keep jamming. Why is the okay? Well, now what's happening? Do y'all see this little like? Okay, what? There's like a weird little white bar at the top here. I don't know what this white bar is. Why is this happening? That wasn't there before we reset it, right? Hold on, I'm not losing my mind. When I first set up the new... Oh, no, it is actually still there, and I just did... Okay, well, it's not... Oh, good gracious. Okay, I saw it for before we reset where the parameters were. Let me transform it literally 1 pixel or 1. Oh yeah, it is just 1 pixel. Let's see if that does anything to change it. No. It's always been there. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's like not in the way of like any important information. Okay, yeah, right. So we were unceremoniously ended last chapter. Do I remember what happened? I remember generally. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. So we were dealing with the Nadeshko crew, and we had been hired. This now makes sense why I was like, that's weird. They said that they were operating under the direct command of Nurgle, but we were paid by the military to be like a battleship's running away. But we helped like sabotage the Nadeshko and make it look like we shot them down so that they could operate covertly. And presumably that's what they're going to keep. Like, presumably they're going to work with us now doing that. Right, we want unit upgrades. We're still upgrading the Valhawk. Yeah, so I figured I would just save. I was like too tilted by the internet to realize I could have just like save stated and we could have gone over all of the dialogue together. But lo, we are here. But I didn't do any of the perks. So we could get a point of armor because theoretically we want to upgrade the whole of this thing. I kind of just wanted to see what would happen when we went over like the blue sections. But I assumed it wouldn't be anything, because they're just extra pips. They're not like the Fantasy Made War stuff. So I think let's rock this. We don't necessarily need armor on them, but we need to upgrade them at some point. You know what? It's not making that much of a difference. Let's just save it to get more points sooner. We do kind of want more mobility. On the other hand, though, I did kind of forget that this upgrades the Valhawk and the Valstork at the same time. So, like, giving... This is for the Valhawk. This is for the Valstork. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? We'll just put points in everything, because it is, like, yeah, we're getting it over there, too. Oh, yes. I was so distracted by my scuff. Yes, I did see the Y DLC. We are getting... what is it? The O, Common Rider, and... Is it Jeeg for the first set? Hold on, let me open up my Steam. A lot sooner than I was expecting. I wonder... I swear I saw information about stuff in 2026. I'm assuming it's probably, like, the actual part of the game that we're going to, like, be the most invested in. The, like, extra difficulty. It is... Yeah, it's Bryger, the O, and Common Rider. Common Rider Skull. We've got, it's 5 playable units, which is presumably Bryger, the O, and I guess 3 Common Riders. I don't know who they are yet. I don't know who the other 2 would be, or like what the Common Rider composition looks like. So I don't mind being surprised for that. We have 16 area missions, which are presumably the like actual map missions. We have 13 on-board missions, which are presumably the talking missions. And we also get 2 assist crew out of that. That'll be fun. 60 new area missions, 13 new orbital missions. Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you. We got there at the same time, but it'll be helpful to have it written down. That is going to come out when I am gone. So unfortunately, I can't like get the jump on that for us. But I do like I'll still like to cover it. Howdy, NR151. Welcome. Glad to see you're here. I will relish your presence while you are around, but as it's not a Friday, I will not expect you to hang around for long. Also, next map has another secret to work towards. I'll tell you more when you're on the map. Okay, sick, great. But yeah, especially because I'll have time to figure out what we want to do while I am gone. If y'all want to sound off about what you would like, how you'd like me to do this. I imagine we can probably cover those 3 chapters in a stream. But we'll have to figure out what time we want to interrupt things to go and take a look at the Y DLC. I will say, regardless of when we do it, I will probably try to do it like how we did the other DLC units, where we're like predominantly using the DLC, depending on like whatever it is we're going to do. But like I won't just be like running Hayate or like the 9 Xenon into it and just like absolutely annihilating any of the difficulty or interest that's happening there. We can probably pay attention to the story to like see if it's bottle episode-y or not. I guess there are 16 missions though. Yeah. Well, I'll do some thinking. I would like to hear what you all have to say about how we want to handle that. But like at some point, we do want to cover it. I think it's nice and like contained enough that we'll also like I'll also be able to like give some very direct feedback about how I think it impacts like mechanics. Yeah. Also, the Tekka blade units are cool. Yeah, no, they seem really cool. Both visually. I like the storytelling of it. I am kind of a sucker for that style of story, and I'm curious to see exactly how we'll pan out. I'm also happy that we get to talk about a trans character. I hope we do it well. But it also sounds like I think Control Room Guy, you said that there's like maybe some plot points that they address in this game, or is that a different Tekkaman game? Or a different game that has Tekkaman in it? Bull's collar. Trans. Oh, did they not handle it well here? Are you unfamiliar with the term trans? Or are you unfamiliar that there is a trans character in there? I also don't know if my joke follows, but I understand the Tekkamans are named after different weapons, and I kind of hope one of the Tekkaman, their weapon is just that there is... I hope that one of the Tekkaman's weapons is just that he is a giant robot that summons a giant robot. 90s trans characters, good luck. I mean, yeah, no, like it's probably... I know the character of Origin Oh, which character? It's whatever the. There's like a mechanic that builds a like suit that D-Boy goes into at some point. I think is the one. I don't remember their name. I also don't know what gender they prefer. I only because I know that there's like some goofiness of the translation going across from Japan to English, so I'm not sure exactly. I don't know which way. I don't know which way the translations have gone, whether they're respectful or disrespectful. I'm aware of transsexuality. I mean, to be fair, now the phrase is the phrase is now transgender, but yes, yeah. I mean, but like, I don't know. I used what phrase did I use the other day that we were talking about that y'all were like, I've never heard that before. Oh, gender normative. So like, I gotta ask, gotta make sure. And like, even if the character's written poorly, we can still like use that character as a way to like talk about something meaningful. Levin, okay, that's their name. Thank you, Levin. I imagine we'll be seeing them soon, but we are already almost 20 minutes in. Let's actually get to some. Let me get to some start before I like jaw for too long. Okay. June 25th, 99 ASC ship's log. Bankruptcy is still hot on our heels. We got zip from that last drop, and the mission expenses sent us straight into the red. Dad's gonna try to squeeze some extra cash out of Freeman, but I'm not holding my breath. Maybe aside, what's really grinding my gears is the treatment I've been getting. Maybe I should have ditched for the Nadeshiko and headed for Mars if that's how it's gonna be. Oh right, yeah. They're on their way to Mars. And I'm a trailer, so visiting Mars is pretty high on my bucket list. It was the first step in civilization's expansion into the solar system and all. Actually, Horace once said there used to be 9 planets in the solar system back in the old day, but one got demoted and now there's only 8. No one even remembers the planet's name. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. When did this game come out? This W came out in 2007. When was Pluto? When was Pluto declassified? August 24th, 2006. It's so funny to me. I don't know if this is true for my international viewers, but as far as America goes, people acted like it was like the greatest slight the world had ever played. People were, at least while I was like, at least looking at like middle schools and high schools and like lots of internet spaces, people were beside themselves that Pluto stopped being a planet, and I love that it got into this game, the ire for it. I'd surely like to explore it someday, but that's enough daydreaming. Our main concern should be all the red in our bank statement. Here's hoping Dad's business skills come through for us. Yeah, right, because there were some financial shenanigans happening at the end of our last exchange, such that we didn't actually get to keep any of the funds we were paid for by Fremen to take that job. Also, now looking at the screen and how this is lined up, I figured out what that weird little white blip is at the top. I just didn't move the transform box down enough. I'm just still seeing a bit of the leftover from the like extra copy of the box that happens from this emulator. So that should fix that. Great. I understand the situation, Bless. I forgot his name was Bless. First off, allow me to thank you for job well done. You're welcome, but you know trailers always prefer hard cash over tepid appreciation. Can't you send a little something extra our way? I hope you don't think the Outer Space R&D Agency is my own private enterprise. We're a branch of the Aerospace R&D Agency. All expenses have to be approved by the CEO. And who's the CEO? Don't tell me. You guessed it, our old friend Kotaro Taiga. Of all the ways to cross paths with that darn gold tiger. Now that you mention it, you did give him quite the run around back in the day. Is the Golden Tiger, is that, I think that's the name of the person who's in charge of Triple G, GGG, the Galgagar group? Hey, you were hot on my trail too, mister. Don't think I've forgotten. Well, I guess Dad has a history with this Tiger guy. A showdown between the IDS Special Forces and Hawkeye? That must have been something. But in any case, now I'm just the head of our family. I'll be ready to bury the hatchet. I'll even kiss his butt if need be. You won't have to go that far. Just do your job as trailer and you'll get ample compensation. Also, hi, sorry. Welcome all of my viewers. There's 4 of you here, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for choosing my stream today. I hope you enjoy. Bless knows everyone. Yeah, he sure does. I really like that as the like old like dadly role model. We'd already established that he's like a rarity in being like a good anime dad. And I like that part of the element of that is like social connectivity. I think that matches well with a game about crossovers where like part of the point is that we're going to have to make a lot of connections. So he's doing good. He's emulating that really well. I like almost believe that maybe he was the main character of like, I guess because because this is W, like the prequel to this is just you, and Bless was the main character for that. He really knows everyone. That's an interesting emphasis you placed. I'm curious what that's going to mean for us. As it turns out, there's another issue I'd like you to see before coming to Earth. Oh, now you tell us. Were you getting a kick out of watching us sweat? Mind you, this mission will be a lot tougher than the little theater you just staged. Beggars can't be choosers, I say. We'll do it. And Chief, are we also taking part in that mission? This was originally Space Knight's work, so indeed you will. Yeah, figures. Is it safe to assume that this mission will involve the orbital ring and the Radam then? The Intelligence Bureau and the UN Secretariat sent a joint expedition into the orbital ring the other day. Aki, Null, your investigation of block number 20 was laying the groundwork for that. Oh, so we were recon. Well, since this is Space Knight's business, I guess we can sit this one out. I mean, we only helped with that previous fight because we got dragged into it. I'm afraid not, Mr. Maxwell. Someone wishes to speak to you. Huh? It's been a while, Duo, Katra. Lady Une, why are you with Commander Freeman? Is her first name Lady, or are we just going to replace that with Une in a second? Sometimes we do name characters Lady. Is her name Lady? I think it's him, not our OC. I like it's him, not our OC. That would feel too fanficky. Yeah, I agree. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. I'm getting, now that allergy season has ended, it's time for allergy season to start. I'm having trouble. Yeah, because it's one level abstracted. It doesn't feel quite so gratuitous, but it's present enough to like feel exciting. I hope we get an OG4 with W in it. That would be really cool. I just hope we get another OG game ever. There's been a bit of restructuring in our organization. The Space Knights and the Preventers both had their HQs moved to G Island City. I believe that's also the name of the... I'm pretty sure G Island is the one from Galgagar, because I'm going to assume for the baseline of everything themed around G, the G is not for Grungust, but is for Galgagar. Correct, our call is being relayed to you through G Island as a matter of fact. So the Space Knights and the Preventers had a merger. Are we the Space Preventers? Space Preventers sounds like we're trying to prevent people from going to outer space. We'll explain everything once you've returned to Earth, and our names will not be changed. Man, fine. We'll report on our mission when we've made landfall too. Hey, is that Saint Une? Yeah, the same one who worked to bridge the gap between Earth and the colonies during the war. Now she's the head of the Preventers. In other words, she's our superior. It's been ages, Miss Une. Time hasn't diminished your beauty at all, I say. Nor has it changed you, Captain. I think you're probably my man. Please, they're all excellent people, and we really appreciate having them on board. I don't feel too appreciated being forced to cook and play janitor all day long. If it helps, Duo, everyone agrees that you're the best janitor around. Well, whoop-de-doo. That's so good. That's exactly that. Like, I believe Duo would say that. Yeah, her first name is Lady. I did not remember that. Excellent. I think she's really called Lady. Then again, OG Gundam had a woman called Frau as German for woman. Yeah, right. But like, Gundam disguises its like naming conventions usually through one layer of abstraction. They really like taking words for things and like in other languages using them as names. I mean, like Pralbo is not, I think, the most egregious. I would point to Char's like pseudonym Quattro Vagina. Like, come on. Fantastic Force. So this does involve us. That's why the two of you will represent the Preventers in this mission. What was that task force doing at the orbital ring? Two things: studying the Radam's biology and rescuing any surviving staff. There's people still alive in the orbital ring? Yes, recon drones pinged a few life signs within. The task force was supposed to pick them up, but they were routed by a Radam attack. I don't... Could we do like a weird time skip thing? I feel like how they've described that is this like the cutscene the scene I've seen of, that's a terrible sentence, of the Nadeshiko Prince of Darkness moment where they re-find some of their old crew that have been like trapped in a space station that are like, I don't want to say anything else if you haven't seen it, if you do want to watch it. There's like a really big door scene where Ryoko finds somebody. It doesn't really do that moment too, but we've just met the Nadeshiko team and they've just started. They're not like at Prince of Darkness yet. This was their final transmission. That's a Tekkaman. It looks a bit different from D-Boy though. Then it's gotta be, it's Tekkaman Dagger, one of Radam's minions. Why did he let himself get photographed? He could easily have eliminated the team before he even knew it was there. A taunt. The picture all but screams, "Come and get me." Captain Bless, please set a course to the orbital ring. He's waiting for me there. Easy, D-Boy. Playing action here out in space will only get you a quick death. If you're a spaceman, you should know that. I mean, yeah, also, like, I don't think you get to call the shots. We have a lot of different people that are in charge of us that are telling us to do things, but we're also being told to go there, so, like, cool your jets. Then again, Eagle Stellung is still an unfortunate naming. Actually, yeah, please, like, tell me as a native speaker, what is that in German? I always figured the first part, like IGEL, was Eagle. Lady Une makes a lot of appearances in these games. Guess EW help. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I do. Because the nature of Wing doesn't really have that, like, sort of one unifying force, they, like, kind of need to have someone be the, like, commander equivalent so that they can have, like, someone to talk to in large groups. A lot of shows have their continuation. A lot of shows have their continuations due to the story structure. Yeah. True, and it's handled so well. No spoilers. Okay. Yeah. No spoilers. I'm actually invested in this story. So, do you know something about D-Boy's past dad? No, it's more of an educated guess. The way he bears himself is rather spaceman-y. Anyway, I don't believe that for a second. I do think Bless probably knows. Seeing as I just got told, no, he knows everyone. Anyway, let's hear the details about this job, Fremen. Also, I really want to call him Fremen, like the group of people from Dune. Very well. I'll have 40,000 G ready to be wired to you. Hold your horses. We'll talk money after you've briefed us. There's no telling what surprises are waiting for us, and I'd rather not be blindsided again. You're calling out to me, aren't you, Dagger? Eagle is, it's a hedgehog. Okay. Stellung standing can be used both in military and in a sexual way. I see. Okay, good to know. This everyone is what we call a false cognate, where a word in a language just for any number of reasons ends up sounding like a word in a different language. I think the one that high schoolers love the most is in Spanish, embarazado. Does not mean to be embarrassed. You'll certainly be embarrassed if you ask someone if they're embarrassed using the word embarazado, because it means to be pregnant. And Eagle, I guess, yeah, and Eagle is probably a good instance of that. I mean, I kind of don't mind that though, because I feel like a lot of military power kind of really likes relying on it being a stand-in for, like, potency. We do like to, we talk about swords being overcompensation, and what's more overcompensating than a sword than like a giant long missile. Sure, send us to scout the AO. Both Captain Bless and the Chief are such slave drivers, I tell you. Is everyone from their generation like that, or are we just really unlucky? No complaining, Noel. Our Blue Earth's light and mobile is the best option for this. Fine. The orders are to patrol the sector while D-Boy checks inside, right? Keep a close eye on the radar, Aki. Roger that. D-Boy, are you ready? Oh yeah, I guess orbital ring. It wasn't an A, it was an R. We're moving into the OR. Yeah, I'm good. Why is his face blacked out? Looks like we're finally landing in the ring. I'm actually kind of getting excited. We know who that is. Which is sometimes a joke with, I'm sorry, what kind of trainer? What is that getting? What is that trainer supposed to be? So the Blue Earth's taking point, and we're standing by in case anything happens. Though I'd very much prefer if we weren't needed at all. Sure, but what are the odds that we're in Radom country? Something that matters, Sess? It's just D-Boy's eyes just lit up when he saw the image of Tekkaman. Of that Tekkaman. Dagger. Of that Tekkaman dagger, holding a dagger. Oh, love at first sight? I'm serious, Akane. I saw something. Anger and hatred, yes, but something more hidden behind those. Well, you've always been a great judge of character. Wouldn't be surprised if he kept some secrets from us. A touch of mystery is just the thing to make a girl's heart flutter, no? Maybe you should take some cues from him, smarty pants. You'd think a top graduate from the Alliance Academy would be cool once in a while. I'll consider it if Shihome fancies that kind of man. Akane and I have pretty high standards, Horace. Do you think you can match them? Of course, and I'm no different. Meeting people like you is the reason I joined the trailers. Yeesh, look at them. You'd never think we're in a war zone. Not exactly. Being vigilant's fine, but no one can handle it 24/7. With missions like this, it's critical to take the edge off whenever you can. Another good dad moment of like, yeah, you know what, like, we can put pressure on when it's appropriate, but sometimes that's not helpful. Is that another trailer tenet? Nope, just some wisdom from yours truly. I kind of like that even better too. That it is like very deliberately trying to be dadly advice, and he is trying to like recognize his position as a parent, rather than if we position that as like the like trailer wisdom. It feels. I tend to dislike the concept of Gnostic wisdom, that being the like phrase that you say because it must be true because people have been saying it for a while. That it always feels like very disingenuous. Where like this feels very personal. Like he's very deliberately giving that advice. It feels. Yeah, he's being very parently, and I like it. It's good. The Blue Earth is awesome. Best repair resupply unit. Weren't you in here telling me that was the opposite last time, or was that not? Oh no, you showed up really early, then had to leave. Someone else was in here telling me that Blue Earth was not good, and I expect the Blue Earth is going to be great. It feels like yeah, that combination of repair and resupply seems just excellent. Oh, Ace Trader. that is really funny. Absolutely, and there is a benefit to upgrading. Yes, upgrade does decent damage later. Cool. Okay. Cool. I'm glad I clocked that right, because I feel like any unit that has a combination of both repair and resupply is just like always at minimum has to be good, if not great. Because, or I guess not everyone. When we get to the point of like VX, like when we get to the International Saga, it seems a little bit less relevant, but the like roll compression to be able to do both jobs, they always have something they can do. And if they have good combat then like triple wise, they always have something they can do. I sure hope Noin's safe. That broad's been through some tough scrapes, man. No bug swarms doing her in. You know, the intel was that the team was routed, not completely wiped out. Let's see what the Space Knights come back with. You guys haven't seen Kazuma, have you? What's wrong, Mikiro? Isn't he with you? He's not, no. We were told to be on standby with the Valhawk, but... Horace, oh dear, his spacesuit isn't in his rack. That little brat, I swear. Oh, I guess the reason he was, like, shaded out was because he's, like, sneaking out. Yo, D-Boy, wait up. Why, you stowed away on the Blue Earth and now you're following me? I don't owe you anything. Oh, don't be like that. I can help you out. I'm pretty old hat at spacewalking, see? That's why Nolan Aki let me come with you, remember? So you can report for me. I can't guarantee I'll keep you safe if the Radom turn up. Let alone Dagger. I'm not a kid, okay? I can take care of myself, said every child ever. Not a kid? Honestly, if this is what your dad puts up with on a daily basis. What's your problem? Why are you taking my old man's side? You can't even put yourself in your father's shoes. That makes you a kid in my book. Yeah, I'm just the Great Hawkeye's worthless kid, right? I can fly the Valhawk well enough, but I plain suck at everything else. I can't keep a level head like Shihome. I'm not crack shot like Kanny. Heck, I wouldn't even be that good of a pilot if I didn't have Mihiro as my operator. Then what is this what is this how you take your mind off how inadequately you feel? What's the word what doing in there? It was supposed to be like then, oh yeah, probably like then what? Is this how you take your mind off how inadequate you feel? No, I just want to pull my weight, maybe get an attaboy from Dad. I want to be worthy of the title of Hawkeye's son. That's quite the speech. Sorry, I didn't mean to unload that on you. It's like, there's something in your eyes, like you're carrying some heavy stuff. It makes me want to share my own baggage, you know? He saddled up to the lunchroom, sat down sat down at the table and made his emotional baggage someone else's problem. He decided that his middle school girlfriend became his therapist. I do like that we're doing this between boys, though. To return to a conversation a while ago of like the common trait of like masculine relationships being unable to like talk about their feelings. I'm pro this. I mean, like, it's still kind of one-sided, but I suspect this is going to be like an in to try and get D-Boy to like remember some of his self, like remember something about himself. And the fact that I have a sneaky suspicion that D-Boy, we're probably going to meet his sister somewhere, so we have a really easy in to have the two of these two like narratively be like paired, if not foil, or if not partners, maybe foils. Also, having a barrier and I believe 120 base mobility is just hard to kill. Yeah. Because that is like, especially for those kind of units that like kind of need to be out of position a lot to be relevant. It's also, it's also just like hard to keep them alive. Also remember old games, so no custom bonus. Yeah, right. There's probably like a full upgrades bonus, but there's not like a one that's unique to them. I did not realize the DS games were old enough for that not to be true. D-Boy needs a lot of things to work. We're setting up a good in right now where like we've established a relationship where because Kazuma is able to have this conversation with D-Boy, this maybe gives D-Boy an opening later to try and reciprocate that. And you want someone to cheer you up, is that it? You don't have to say it like that, dude. Get down, Kazuma. The Radam? Easy does it, Sonny's. Radam don't use guns, remember? Oh, right. Barnard? That was a warning shot just now. We weren't looking to hit you. Is this the rescue party we've been waiting for? Just two? And one's a kid, even? Wait a second, Mitsurugi. I've seen this man in the Space Knights files. Who are you? The name's Sergeant Barnard O'Toole of the Alliance. I'm the captain of the troops garrisoned here. Then you're one of the surviving orbital ring staff? Yeah, there's a bunch more of us, but I'm the only one who made it through the past months. I'm Lucrezia Noin, the Preventer agent assigned to the Rings Investigation Task Force. Yoko Mitsurugi, I'm the commander of the team's fighter squadron. Fighters? She meant the Birdman troop. I take it you're a Civ if you don't know those. Yeah, Kazuma Artigan of the trailers. I'm one of the guys hired to bail you out. The big rescue force's two little baby trailers, huh? Does the Alliance even want us back? Okay, you got me. Kid trailer here. But this guy's the one only D-Boy got that. D-Boy? He's Tekkaman Blade? So this is him. I thought this was like kind of recently established, but maybe it's like long enough that people who are like on an away mission know? Interesting. I'm just noticing Kazuma's dialogue just now actually explains something later. Cool, okay, I look forward to that. Kazuma is also the best character fought with these hot-headed tsundere guys. Yeah, he does feel, because he's like the sort of like bumbling trying to be an adult, it feels very natural to like force him into interactions with like these kind of characters that don't want to open up. Yeah. Are there any other survivors? No, Sergeant Barnard is the only survivor of the orbital ring staff. And as for the task force, it's just Yoko and myself. All thanks to that monster showing his ugly mug. You mean Dagger? Yeah, him. My troops been completely wiped out because of him. I can still hear him cackling as he massacred my men, and I'll make him pay if it's the last thing I do. I'm so glad my work left such a mark on you. Who are you? Hello there, Blade. How long has it been? I knew it, Fritz. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Still, that's all in the past now. Isn't that right, Blade? You son of a... Don't tell me this guy's... You're a traitor, Blade, and I'm here to claim your head. Oh crap, he's... Get away from him, son. That guy ain't human. Tech, setter! You'll suffer for betraying the Radam, Blade. And I'll be sure to also repay you in space for this scar you put on my face. But also, like, not on your human face? Are you machine first? Do you take off your skin and inside you have your disguise? It's him. He's the one who butchered my men. Stand back, people. Are you joking? Did you seriously think that'll help you against me? Ah, are you all right, Sergeant? It's just a scratch. I'll hold him off while you ladies go grab your units. Thank you, Sergeant Barnard. We'll be right back. Don't keep me waiting, Blade. Tech set and we'll have our duel. Have it your way, Dagger. We'll end this here and now. Yeah, tech set and go kick his But, D-Boy, here I come, Dagger. Tech set. I have you now. What? D-Boy. Well. Oh, also, this game is a different final boss than New Game Plus. That's cool. What's going on? It wasn't there a second ago. Something must have happened inside the ring. We should go after them. Relax, that guy's a Tekkaman. What could ever give him? What could ever give him a hard time? I'm more worried about that rock thing over there. Let's go check it out. No, wait, it's the Radom. Yeah, but they're whatever. Must be some kind of Radom weapon. Okay, get in touch with D-Boy. Okay, we got trouble. D-Boy, what happened, Kazuma? He's lost his Tekkaman powers. He can't tech set. I figured at some point we were going to lose him. I thought it was going to be for a different reason, but we lost them. Something's blocking their comms. Call the Valstark. We need to turn this around fast or we'll be in deep trouble. Roger. Was all this just some sick crap for D-Boy? I figured it was going to be that he just was like too tired because of what we said before, that he was going to like lose control and he had like time to rest. But no, he just like loses his powers. So we get him for a mission or two and that's it. Okay. Wait, control room guy, you've not finished all of Alpha yet? Is that also part of the reason why you're having me do them, since you have an excuse to go through them? I assume Tekkaman injured Dagger in his transform state. Oh, you sweet innocent child. What did I say? Yeah, I'm assuming the Tekkaman injured Dagger in his transform state too, but he was like, you like gave me this scar. But like, if I had a tear on like when I was fencing, if someone like scratched my mask, I wouldn't describe that as having a scar on my face. Oh, got it. Yeah. I is this going to be the like comes in, comes out kind of character? That's fine. Yeah, I'm just like kind of trying to clock how the biology of it works. We also don't have a scan, so I don't know how they're attacking. I think the Tekkaman are machine life forms. That's like kind of what I'm getting right now. But I also don't mind not knowing. I'm hypothesizing more for what's happening. Like I want to hypothesize more. I'm hypothesizing more to figure out what's happening with the world. Yeah. Okay. You were going what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, what a generous and such a basic quality of life feature that you can like highlight a unit and then like count over its tiles. There's so many of these games that don't let you do this very basic thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 1, 2, 3, presumably. So we want to be like there. You know what? Hold on. We've got to focus. Let's be roughly there and see if we can be in combat with like 1 or 2 of them. Oh, yikes. We had to focus on it. We're still at 35%. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. It said half movement. That's interesting. We won't die because of how the barrier works. This is Lucrezia Anointed, the Parentor speaking. Blue Earth, please come in. This is the Blue Earth. Are you with the investigation team? Yeah, I'm Yoku Mitsurugi of the Earth Alliance. Your mates are still inside the ring. They're taking fire from one of those Radom's Tekkaman. Darn it, I'm afraid of that. D-Boy. We got to play for so little. Whoa, he's gonna kill us. Stay cool, son. Don't do anything stupid. What's the matter, Blade? Is running all you're capable of? What's going on? Why can't I text that? How I love to watch you squirm, Blade. And I'll tell you why. This whole area is under the effect of the interference spectrum. What? What's going on, D-Boy? My body is... It's like it's on fire. Tech setting unleashes a lot of energy, you see. Our spectrum reverses its flow, causing the energy to eat away at the target's body. Dude, that's cheating. What happened to the duel? Shut your mouth, brat. The pain he's feeling isn't even close to the humiliation I've tasted. Your life is now mine for taking Blade. For the taking Blade. I'll be sure to savor this thoroughly. No time for yelling, son. We have to make a run for it. Noel is not a good pilot. Yeah, I'm getting that sense. Ladies, I know we're supposed to be doing the rescuing, but we're going to need you to back us up. Copy that. We'll cover each other's six, engage and rout the enemy. Spoken like a true officer from the old Oz. Good to be flying with you again. You lead, I'll follow. Being a leader ain't my strong suit. As you wish, Yoko, and I'm just as glad to have you at my flank again. Now, let him come. We're not getting dropped until I pump the Tekkaman's face full of lead. Okay, we'll look at her in a second. I'm going to go back here. Secret time? Okay. Can you tell Dagger is a 90s villain? No, I couldn't. Sorry, you'll have to point it out for me. Okay. Oh, sick. We do have weapon attacks. Yeah, halves target's movement. Okay, cool. Also, I think this is the best version of Annoying Taurus I've seen so far. I still think she was really good in R. In a very different way, though. Like, she was like a staff bot from like Fire Emblem. Trust, excel, focus. Okay, so she seems slightly more combat-y. 100 mobility, 1100 armor. Okay, we lose 100 armor and gain 5 mobility. We are gaining less than we are losing, which is not great. I see she does repair. I know in D you get a Taurus that repairs and a Taurus that resupplies. So I guess they like kept it split like that. I don't know what normal stats are in this yet. Oh, he has shoot down. That's the she has a gun. That's the gun skill to like destroy missile-based attacks. 2 supports. Oh, and she also has a mobile leadership. That's really good. Like Moo, Yoko must like Moo the Vlog again. Must reach a kill count, this time 10. You'll have 3 missions in total to get her up to 10 kills. Much easier than Moo. Okay, yeah, I mean, we were given Moo at a time where we barely had any kills we could even land. And we also have, like, we've got a third more time. Yeah. The Tekkaman grunts have a lot of debuffs. Okay, cool. I mean, honestly, preferable. It's, like, at least something we can play around. Oh, yeah, no, this is, like, actually real. These are, like, real attacks. The 3200 power, like, we're probably not going to use this a lot, but the fact that she has an option that if she stayed in place last turn to heal somebody, she can still, like, fire is good. I can't wait to see how combo works. I feel like that has a lot of potential. Okay, cool. Let's look at Yoko. The Birdman. Oh, okay, she's from Oregon. I see. Yeah, right. Yeah, I was gonna say she's like that's nice that she's really dodgy, but I remembered that the size does not affect anything here. He has an excel and a focus. Cool, that's what I would expect out of a jet. Shoot down, potential, spore attack. Oh, she also has leadership. That's nice. We have 2 little patches of leadership we can toss around places. Take a missile, large gun pod. Okay, cool. What is your ability? 132 evade. I know we can just like check it in combat, but I just want to like try and familiarize myself with stats. Okay. I mean, like Noel did not have that good of evade. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's like somewhat reasonable. I like the Annoying Taurus since the mobile armor can fly, repair, and leadership 1 too, so she's just a buff for the team. Yeah. Does she have... I don't remember if she has leadership in R or not. You'd think I should. I've spent so much time thinking about that kid. You'd think I should. She's supposed to be a support sub-attacker, and it shows. Both support skills in one character can be useful in early game, and Commandor is always nice. Yeah. I believe Noin also gets early support. What is a support request? I don't think I'm familiar with that, or I'm being an idiot. Okay. Even if we trust that, we're only going to like 40%. That's not very good. We could kill here. Ooh, hold on a second, sneezing. Okay, sorry, back. Knowing to really benefit in a squad game? Yeah. Sub request allows you to request an unused character as either a support, attack, or defense. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, cool. So if you know, I'll ask the question when we get there. Okay, so we could have Noin potentially kill there. Probably she will. That'll still keep her safe. It won't. We can't like rely on it. But we've also not used Excel on Yoko, so I would rather start getting her kills now. So like we could get this kill. Yeah, we could move like up here, take this kill. You don't have a support defense, but you do. So we could move up to that top position I said, and can we get one below it? Oh, Noin is one away from getting one below it. Right, Noin can get here. So I guess we could still go here, attack, kill this Radam Beast, and then we'll be next to Noin, who can go on this tile for the support defense. And Noel, or someone here should probably heal themselves. I think we're definitely gonna use a focus again, because we're probably gonna need to be in combat some. But I think spending a trust is better. That takes us down to 19. We still have a focus next turn then. And I just gotta hope that like whatever's happening in the scenario is gonna let us like survive beyond that. Okay, you're gonna go here. Yeah. Oh, I got turned on. We can go like that. Oh, why is this 10% now? Was I just really close before? Hold on. Was I just getting it? Was I like? Oh, we haven't attacked that one yet. Oh, I was probably. Yeah. I was probably close enough to get the tentacles. So that was adding extra 20 hit, and then we just used focus, so we're like 50. We're 50 hit different. Okay, that's probably why. Turn that on. That's better. And then we can have the Blue Earth follow up. So she can ask for a Rust Hurricane from a not deployed messenger city. Undeployed characters only get morale from kills. Undeployed characters only get morale from kills. Also, the battleship can get 3 swaps through customization to change units to the battlefield. I do remember the part about the swaps. I do remember that. I did look at that very briefly. I didn't like say anything, but I did look at it very briefly when we were customizing earlier. If we go here, 1, 2, 3, we can also be next for the support defense. Or we can go here and also add a support defense. Yeah, I'm curious. So our movement was cut in half. I wonder if this will stack on top and we will actually get 3, or will we get 1.5 movement? No, we actually get 3 from it because that was applied after the movement debuff. This is probably fine. We don't need to give every single kill to Yoko, as long as we're getting a couple. Honestly, Noin is good. The torch is really holding her back. Yeah, I think that's. I would say that's mostly the assessment I'm giving it. I do like these attacks seem like they have some potential, but the defensive profile of the Taurus is kind of butts a little bit. No, I mean like 7 movement I'm still happy with. I guess yeah. It doesn't stand out, and in a game where it feels like I think a lot of units are going to stand out, that's fine. I think in a game where a lot of units are going to feel like they're going to stand out, a unit that's just fine a lot of ways is actually feels a lot worse. Someone's managed to get Yoko all 10 kills on this map. I nearly ran out of ammo. I would imagine, but that's impressive. super possible, especially with the beginning setup. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are plenty of kills on here if you know to do it and you like feel comfortable with like how these characters are set up. And if you're like particularly patient about it, I feel like you probably do a pretty good play. I'm hoping we can get about 5. If we can get like halfway, I'll feel decently satisfied. Another issue is that while Noin does know both supports, these skills only work when the supporter and supportee are on the same plane. Yeah. Oh, actually, is that true, or does it work like how we figured out it does in R, where as long as you could be on that plane, you can also still do it? Well, we'll test. Well, we can test it. Yeah, that's fine. Because they're kind of where they're already going. Yeah, and ideally we could like switch where I was gonna say we could switch where Noel and Yoko are, but like a couple of these were still close enough that they could have attacked Yoko if they wanted to. But I do want to put Yoko more in the middle just to like, maybe that's not necessary. We can get kills here with her. Oh wait, sorry, I did not realize she had a change. Okay. This is 850 armor, 1100 mobility, 950 armor, and 105 mobility. Okay, so this is we're probably not going to be using this very much. Other than maybe to, like, Birdman troop attack one time. Okay. Oh, no, it still has it here. Never mind. Okay, is there something else going on here? I guess that has a gun? This feels like this is more just for, like, canon reasons. I use Noin since I like having my army under commander effect, so I put her at the edge of the battleship commander range. Yeah. That's I think it's especially for these older games where you can't like force effects nearly as much. I feel like it's probably a good plan. I believe there's another support defense variable based on if you are I believe there is another support defense variable based on if you are on air only terrain. Okay. Yeah, we'll play around with it. As it stands right now, I'm assuming that we are in space, so I don't know if we can like test it the same way. Yoko's from Oregon, by the way. Yes, I figured out when it said detonator Oregon down here, but thank you. I paused for a second because I read that and I was like, is that the name of the unit? I thought we already got one. Is this going to be like a like multiple characters with the same name trying to like pretend they are each other and they like look nothing alike? I'm blind, don't worry. It's like, no, it's okay. No, I know you were trying to help me out. I appreciate it. We can use the missiles this time because these are already weakened. Yeah. There should be space since we are on the outside, the outer shell of a space station. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it should be space. But with the GBA handhelds, if you are on the moon, and you are not flying, that counts as ground. But if you are flying, that counts as space. D-Boy, come in. D-Boy. What's going on there? He really can't text that? Looks like we lost him for now. I'm the one Dagger's after. Leave me behind and you can make it out of here. Don't even joke about this, D-Boy. We're not ditching a friend. I don't remember being anything of yours, and I sure don't need anything from you. D-Boy, that kid's got the right idea. I can't just leave a young'un hung out to dry. What are you going to call me a friend? What are you going to call me a friend too? I'm just one of the ring's garrison soldiers, and I sure ain't about to run from monsters that thrash this place. Being a soldier means being ready to give your life for the mission. Pops, I'm sure there'll come a time for you youngins to put your own lives on the line. But right now it's time for an old soldier to step up, to put your own life on the line. Okay, but what are we supposed to do? He can't text set with the spectrum thingy running. That's where we start then. Do you still have some air left in your spacesuit, son? Yeah. Overconfidence kills, and Dagger made 2 major mistakes cause of it. The first was he revealed the gadget keeping you from transforming, meaning that we just need to trash that spectrum and you'll be good to go. But we have no idea where it is. And it doesn't look like we can contact Noel and the folks outside. Not from here, not from in here. Man up, son. What keeps trailers alive in the cold Black Sea? Brains and grit, am I right? What we're gonna do is exploit a second mistake. He's way too caught up on tormenting the boy. What are you getting at? I've got a plan, but the three of us have to play our parts perfectly. You, Tekka Boy, will be bait, drawing Dagger's attention. Meanwhile, you, little boy, will look for the gadget and find a spot where you can transmit from. Once you get in touch with the ladies, tell them to wreck the thing. As for me, found you, Blade. He's here. Get going, you two. Don't forget about the plan. But my part's to get you there safe. If it's the last thing I ever do. Now hustle. I believe in you, Sergeant Barnard. Have you lost your mind, Blade? Do you actually think your fleshy bodies can stand up to me? Now, Kazuma, I'm a man. Camille's a man's name, and I'm a man. What do you think you're doing, Brad? Eyes open, pal. Don't forget about me. You, human, fell out of my way. Barnard, don't look back, moron. Keep your eyes forward and keep going. Okay, you blasted vermin. There's no end to these roaches. We need to turn this around fast or we'll be overwhelmed. No, look, over there. Kazuma here. Come in, Blue Earth. Kazuma, you're okay. I need you to blast that device there. That's what's jamming D-Boy's tech set. Thanks for the tip, Kazuma. We'll pick you up at a jiff. Sorry, we're going in, Aki. Roger. Suck on this. I'm glad that they're not going to force us to go over there. So, like, sorry, fam. I know you're in a rush, but we are not. Hurry up, Noel. Pops and D-Boy ain't gonna last for long. Easier said than done. This thing's sturdy. Another one. That's it for me. I'm dead. And there's the organ just in time. Whoa, are you trying to rescue me or break it in half, dude? Tekka Boy, I'm imagining as many Tekka Man. Yeah, no, that's perfect. He's like pocket sized. Moon surface being ground terrain makes perfect sense. Oh yeah, no, 100% it makes sense. I just I gotta test stuff. Yeah, maybe he's like the super deformed Gundam style, like he's like a small little chibi guy. They've just snapped his arms and legs to just his head. That idiot's still in one piece. Why in blazes are you helping Blade evoluted? And there he goes. There he goes again. I've been looking for you. You're gonna pay for every one of my men you've killed. Shut your mouth, human. Your suffering will only just begun. I could see why you could get Yoko 10 kills. Even more reinforcements? Have no fear. Yeah, I figured. I'm glad you're safe and sound. Hang back, why don't you? We'll take care of these bugs. Wow, look at all the choice. I thought we had more units by this point. I guess the Nadeshiko didn't stay with us. Tekkaman is already being deployed. Yeah, okay. Is that a fact? Didn't you used to be human yourself? You dare. We're bringing this feud between us to a close right here, Tekkaman Dagger. Come then, Blade. You may have managed to tech set, but that won't stop you from gutting. That won't stop me from gutting you. No, what'll happen is you'll answer for everything you just did. Let's do this. Okay, Tekkaman Dagger shot down, Battleship shot down, Tekkaman Blade shot down. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we did lose one of our support defenses now. We do kind of want to get the two Gundam boys up here because they do have supports with Noin. But, like, this is fine. We have a flip. We've got a flip dodge and a barrier, so I don't feel like we super need to use one of our spirits. Like, focus is not necessarily saving the day. Also, yeah, hold on. Let's see this. So this is each of these is one space away. That was 48 hit. This was 63 hit. It gives 15 avoid. This gives 15 evasion being in support range. That's wild. Kazuma is super Camille coded. Oh yeah. I mean, he likes jet ramming, I suppose. But Camille also is like really desperate to prove adulthood. Camille also seems really desperate to prove his adult, but at all moments. And there's more stuff coming up too. Okay, cool. A flip dodge. I want to have some sort of like unified name for oh, I guess it doesn't have the hyper jammer on yet, but like for these things like the hyper jammer, the getter vision, all the ones that like are a coin toss or like a dice roll, the like 25% chance to ignore combat or like 50% chance to ignore combat. Because in my head I call them like coin tosses. Oh yeah, I suppose then again, never watched any Gundam. Are you not a Gundam fan, or just like not older Gundam fan? Or I guess actually, no, never mind. I think I remember the answer to this question. We talked about this before, where you just like did not get access to a lot of Gundam until like later in life because it just didn't get sent to your country. But like, is there a better? Do we have like already a unified name for all of these kind of effects? Zeta Gundam is so good, easily top 3 Gundam shows. Yeah, what I don't know what my top 3 Gundams are. It is very good though. It's if you have at all an inkling to watch them, I would say it is worthwhile. Special evades are not 50% evades according to the descriptions. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're like not everyone is, but the ones are most common. I think 50% ones are the most common. It's based on skill difference. Oh, it feels like everything is just based on skill difference in this game. Activate rage based on the difference between pilot and enemy skill. Okay, sure. The movie is fine, I suppose. Yeah, I would agree. I like the Gundam. I like the 0079 movies better. Just because they introduce and like remove, I think, interesting elements. Zeta 00 IBO is probably mine if we're doing main shows. Yeah, 00 is probably up there for me. Like I said before, I have not finished with IBO, so I can't. It feels irresponsible of me to add that. I liked what I saw. I think the trouble is I just sort of like, when asked what Gundams I like, the answer is just I like Gundam. I really like G Gundam. I recognize part of that is just having grown up with it though. But like, I don't think that's not factoring into people. Like, I look at it and I'm like, yes, I have to be like as objective as I can be about things. But like, that's not what people are doing when they're answering the question, which ones do you like? Oh, we already used it. We're good. We already used it. Okay. Yeah, like that's, I think, probably, like, I know I'm usually anti-sniper, but I'm anti-sniper when they can't do anything else. Yeah, I think that feels safe enough that we can probably leave the rest of this up here. If we can get like 6 more kills on Yoka, that puts her to 7. I wouldn't hate that. G Gundam is perfectly valid, but I struggle to see it as a Gundam show. It's so far over the line into a super show. Yeah, that's fair. It is funny you say that though, because like whenever I look at it, I always like hem and haw about it, like being kind of in between. But it is very super coded. Like it's for sure very super coded. Yeah, I do, but I do think that at least says interesting things about how the world of Gundam works, which is why it's still like in my mind feels, you know, like a worthwhile entry. Not that I think you're necessarily like trying to fight me on it being a good one, right? You said it was valid, but I do like the way it tries to recontextualize war as like this contest, because like a lot of times war is such a backdrop in shonen series as an excuse for what is just actually like, oh right, you still your movement cut. I guess we'll just we'll shuffle you forward. War is still such a like backdrop for what is effectively a tournament arc with like extra steps. Then again, I just watched IBO and Build Divers whatever, and a little bit of Wing on TV. But also, yeah, so like also like fresh in your mind, so it feels a lot better. I did not think that last one was going to kill, so I guess we're not going to get 7 kills. I think that makes it super coded to me. Are the stereotypical one-dimensional characters, the flashy attacks, a literal Super Saiyan form, and a lot less focus on politics? I mean, yeah. Or at least with the conversation about like politics or like who is doing what for why for like large-scale motivation rather than for personal motivation. Is at the very least focused on like very different matters. Do they like not want to attack it though for some particular reason? It's very frustrating. G-Gundam stereotypes are hysterical from what I've seen. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the show is also like it does lean very hard on stereotype, but I feels like it wears it on its sleeve enough that it's like to the point where it knows it's being parodied. I do love the idea of Gundam Fight. I don't know if they deliver on the potential to me. Yes, I guess I actually here because you say that. I think that's maybe why I like feel the need to mention the nostalgia to it. That I think because it showed up for me when I was a kid, that was still the time where I could like play and imagine a lot. So I think I probably ended up filling in the world a lot more than the show did itself. And like that vision of the world in my mind is still kind of what I think of when I think of the show, rather than letting it stand on its own, you know? Very personal story with Domon and Rain. I super get what they're going for, and goes into it full throttle. Yeah, regardless of what we can say about whether or not it feels like a real Gundam or not, if it's even like a worthwhile question to ask. Yeah, we'll try and dodge that so we don't die. Oh, sick. At the very least, it does commit really hard to what it wants to do, and I do think I tend to like that kind of media. It's like one of the reasons why I don't love KH3 as much as I love the other Kingdom Hearts games, is because I think it tries too hard to fit what everyone wanted out of every Kingdom Hearts game, rather than saying, like, here's the identity that I want to be, and, like, really committing hard to that road. I think going full stereotype could be a fun parody. If you know you're doing it in parody, right? If you're trying to say it being goofy, I think it is. I do think it could be a fun exercise. Yeah, and I guess I think that is like probably an unspoken part of the problem of like stereotype too, is that when it is like applied like deeply asymmetrically in a way that shows like who we bias, why, and how. Whereas here, like, yeah, like kind of everything is fair game. That we all get to laugh together about the like we kind of get to laugh together about the goofy ways that countries take really great pride in like very specific elements of identity that are in fact at the end of the day like deeply constructed. We want Katra here to be able to give a support to Noin if necessary. Hopefully this doesn't kill. Good. Where can Noin get up to? Okay. Do you need healing? You do not need healing. I guess we can go here. Okay. And we don't mind taking damage because we can just heal from it, but I think the beam scissors would just kill it. Nope. Are we back? It says I have full bars, but I do not see the... It does not look like we were extant. Are we here? We are back. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, yeah. I think it's fine. Most people who aren't aware of Verse 13 stuff didn't see any of the references and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also think the development cycle, and I think we put a lot of weight on KH3's shoulders, and we really want to ascribe a lot of that to the development hell that it went through, and I think some of that is, in some part, a little unfounded. Yeah, I don't think Grit's gonna do anything for us. I forgot that we need to have a trust available for the Tekkaman. I just kind of figured that he had a Healing Spirit. I don't know why. You just have a cheer? Okay. I think we'll be okay. It'll be a little tight, though. We definitely need to focus, though. We did. Okay. Okay, we can't Volteka here. We can Volteka here, though. We'll just save that. We could do this. I'm pro this, taking out these two. This takes what? This takes 80 energy. We're not using our energy for anything else. Oh, no, we are. We are for Volteka. I guess that makes sense. It's the same thing. So that means we can't counterattack Blade this turn, but I would prefer that. This keeps us safer here. Yeah, let's do this. We also haven't seen what this looks like. We've seen what this looks like yet, so let's see it. Also, having played Cage 2 after 3, the combat in 3 is a massive downgrade. Yeah, because I think combat especially, because Cage 1 and Cage 2 have such different combats from each other, and then the rest of the series is just like not an action combat game. It always uses some like other different gimmicky mechanic. It was really hard to try and answer to what everyone thought Cage combat looked like. I know people like really like Cage too, and like don't get me wrong, I also really enjoy it. But I am the weirdo who likes Cage 1 the most still. I think the like slow methodical nature of it is, it feels good. It feels really weak. You can't use the strongest and a map attack. How dare I think I get to have everything? I know. I'm so good for not investing into it. More potentials. Not bad. That's good. I mean, obviously, but that feels potentially, that feels relevant for Kazuha. And I guess also, like, yeah, having him learn potential early says something about him being, like, having the potential to grow. Then again, Re-coded combat is best. Okay. That is, I guess I'm not the only weird one. I feel like you're hard pressed to hear. I feel hard pressed to hear other people say they like Re-coded. That's like one of the few that I have not played. I'm certainly not judging you for it. It is a surprising thing. I had to pause for effect. But to that point, I would combo people, but I thought you said that combo required an ability, and we don't have that yet. Or was I misunderstanding? Like, we don't have the skill for combo yet. Birth by Sleep enjoyers in. I believe I am contractually obligated to make Birth by Sleep my most hated game, seeing as it ate my PS4. I was playing BBS. I went to form change with Terra, and then it never form changed, and then my game just crashed. And then it crashed my entire PS4, and I haven't been able to restart it since. Oh, in combo. Oh, got it. Sorry. Yeah. BBS is very unfun to you. My PS4 form changed into brick. Norrin, I need you to be a little bit less strong. Sorry, we need to save these kills. My condolences, thank you, I appreciate it. I admittedly have not checked it in a while. I'm hoping that like I will probably need to like hard reset it, or I guess it's probably still soft. I will probably need to reset it so I use all my save data. But I have not done it since they've like probably released a new update. We're just gonna start defending these. Yeah, that's fine. By the way, I think you can see relationships if you have them on map in this game. Yes, yeah. That's why I was saying I wanted to move the two Gundam boys up, because you can see the like blue flashing dots or the like love hearts. Yeah, that's why I was positioning Duo where it was when I was like, oh, he gets like 15%. He gets 15% evasion from his relationship bonus, which is rather good. At least in R, where relationships existed, it required you, like they had to be on the battlefield together a while to see that amount of increase. I believe it went 5-8. Was it 5-8, 10? I think it may have been 5-8, 10. It was small. Jay does that too. Yeah, because you had said this is made by the same people that made Jay. Oh, is Calvina from Jay? I recognize her from something. I feel like maybe I started an OG Saga, like, maybe I did start the PS4 OG Saga very briefly, because Calvina sounds familiar to me. I don't like how they remove the feature that makes so much sense in crossover games like these. Yeah, I like when my gameplay, even if it doesn't directly say anything. Also, sorry, I keep forgetting. I need to look at actually like Dagger's stats. Like the point of the game is about forming relationships, so I would like the mechanic to also exist in the game, even if it's not doing it like the same way that the story is doing it. Jay also has a really strong story. Both male and female are pretty different. That's good. Although Guardian Angel is a downgrade to Revenger. Okay, I think we're now in territory of information that I don't know, so I believe you and say okay. So you want a Super Wars dating sim? On that we can agree. I think this is a hot take that I think most people tend to disagree with. I want every studio that is doing something that I like to stop doing that thing and just start making a different kind of game. Because I would love, like, I don't like playing dating sims, unsurprisingly, but I would kind of like to see what a dating sim made by, you know, a group like this would look like. Like, show me show me a FromSoft cooking simulator. Like, that would be fun, I think. You can't repair yourself, right? You can't repair yourself. Someone's got to have a trust somewhere, right? Someone's got to have a trust somewhere, right? There's got to be somewhere. Yeah, I figured there's somewhere. There's got to be someone on the battleship. When we have 4 pilots for the battleship. That's probably enough. We can't even get it that far away because of the movement down. I think Cross Crusher is not lethal. Yeah. Yeah, we could theoretically get more kills here, but this will, if all goes according to plan, this does still put Yoko at 5 kills. This attack is so sick. They made these animations. He's on about OSD. Okay. Just don't make it an FE face dating sim, please. No, please. No petting, please. Yeah, no, that is. It's a very weird mechanic. I agree with you there. Honestly, 3H is more dating sim than Fates minus the face petting. Yeah, that's true. Like the school life part of it. I think we all just kind of like life sims, and that's like why I think Persona is so popular compared to regular SMT games. Just like we get to, it doesn't have to be dating. It should be able to like pretend like slice of life moments. Okay, what are we looking at? You are more ranged. For a character named Dagger, you're more ranged focused. That feels weird to me. Is there Tekkaman? God. I hope there's Tekkaman. God. What else? You're not using your leadership because we're keeping you in place. Cosmo Bogon. Cool. Okay. So as long as we keep getting energy. Yeah, I think we like have it on lock right now, so I see no reason to change that. And this saves us with 50, so we can actually like still use Volteca next turn. Oh, never mind. That took energy. That took 5. Okay, well, forget what I said. We'll have it. We'll do it in 2 seconds. D5 and it.